Students, in this particular video, we'll see how to find the energy of the continuous time signals. In the first example, some signal of t is defined for some particular interval, that is mod t is less than equal to t by 2 and signal value is a, and for other interval the signal value is 0. So then how to sketch this signal? The signal x of t is available or defined only for the interval minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, and for outside this interval the signal is 0, means signal is not defined. And when we have such signal, how to find its energy? And we know the formula. When the signal duration is finite, the formula to calculate the energy is given by E is equal to integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, the square of x of t into dt. And here the signal duration is varies from minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, and within this duration signal has value capital A, and outside this interval or duration the signal has value 0. So now the limits of the integration changes from minus infinity to plus infinity to minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, and signal value is a, so square of x of t is equal to a square into dt. And this a is a constant value, and this a square can be taken outside the integration, and the integration of 1 is t, and after applying the limits it is t by 2 minus of minus t by 2, so t by 2 plus t by 2 is equal to capital T, and the constant term is a square, so the final result will be a square into t joules. And this a square t is a finite quantity, hence the energy of the signal is finite, therefore we can conclude the given signal is energy with a square t joules. And the second example we have is some trapezoidal pulse signal is given, and for this trapezoidal pulse signal we have to determine what is its energy content. And before that, by looking at the signal has different values for different time intervals. The signal x of t has a some value between minus pi to minus 4 interval, and minus 4 to plus 4 the signal x of t has constant value, that is equal to 1, and for signal interval 4 to 5 signal x of t has some value. So the signal x of t is not defined properly from the interval minus 5 to minus 4. How to define this signal x of t between minus 5 to minus 4 and signal 4 to 5? So the signal x of t is equal to t plus 5 for minus 5 to minus 4, and for minus 4 to plus 4 the signal x of t is 1, and signal 4 to 5 the signal is minus t plus 5, and outside this interval minus 5 to plus 5 the signal x of t is defined 0. So now let us see how the signals x of t is defined for two different intervals, that is minus 4 to minus 5 and minus plus 4 to 5. We know that whenever the signal originate from 0, and this signal x of t can be defined as a ramp signal, and mathematically it is denoted by t. And when this ramp signal which is originating from 0, if we shift left shifted by 4 units, the signal becomes like this, not by 4 units, by 5 units left side. So when you shift the signal x of t which is originated from 0 left side by pi units, you will get the signal like x of t is equal to t plus pi u. So this t plus pi u is the left shifted version of x of t by how many units? Pi units. So the signal x of t, which is defined from minus pi to minus 4, can be given by t plus pi u. Similarly, let us take the folded version of this x of t is equal to t plus phi u. Then you will get the signal which is defined from plus 4 to pi u. Here I have written minus 4 to pi u, it is actually 4 to pi u. So this is a time folded version of the previous signal, that is minus pi to minus 4. So here t becomes minus t, so the next signal will be x of t is equal to minus t plus pi u. So now we come to know what is the signal x of t defined for minus 4 to minus 5, what is the signal defined for minus 4 to plus 4, and what is the signal defined for plus 4 to plus 5. So the signal x of t is equal to t plus phi u for minus pi to minus 4, x of t is equal to 1 for minus 4 to plus 4, which is constant, and x of t is equal to minus t plus phi u for 4 to phi u. And another method is there to find the signal values between minus pi to minus 4 and between 4 to 5, that is using the slope method. In the next example I will be using that method. So how to calculate the signal value using the slope method. So now when we have signal x of t for different time intervals, how to calculate the total energy? And again we have the formula E is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity, the square of x of t, the square of x of t dt. And the total duration of the signal varies from minus pi to plus pi x of t square. Since x of t has a different value for different time interval, let us split the integration as minus pi to minus 4, and within this interval the signal x of t has t plus pi u values and its square is considered, so it is t plus pi u square dt, plus from minus 4 to 4 we have the signal x of t is equal to 1 and its square is nothing but 1 square dt, plus, and the integration limits 4 to 5u, the signal is defined minus t plus 5u square into dt. So now let us simplify each integration term. So the first integration, it is minus pi to minus 4 t plus pi u square. So let us simplify this one using a plus b whole square. So it is t square plus 10t plus 25 into dt, plus let us keep the second integration term as it is minus 4 to 4 and the square of 1 is 1 into dt, and similarly we simplify the third integration, that is 4 to 5u a plus b whole square formula, that is t square minus 10t plus 25 into dt. Now let us integrate each term in the first. So t square integration is t cube by 3, apply the limits. 10 into t is there, 10 I will keep as it is, integrate t with respect to dt, so it is t square by 2 and apply the limits, plus 25 is there, 25 is a constant and the integration of 1 is t and again apply the limits, that is from minus pi to minus 4 for all the terms. And next integration we have is 1, integration of 1 is t and apply the limits, that is minus 4 to 4, and the last integration, integrate each inside terms, again that is t square integration is t cube by 3, apply the limit, and here it is minus 10t is there, so minus 10 I will keep as it is, integration of t is t square by 2, apply the limits, and 25, integration of 25 is 25t, apply the limits, and applying each limit and simplifying we will get energy E is equal to 26 divided by 3 joules, and it is a finite quantity. So this is the final energy contained for the given the trapezoidal pulse signal. Hope you understood how to find the signal values for different time intervals and how to calculate its energy for the total time duration from minus pi to plus 5. So now the third example we have is the some continuous time signal is given and we have to determine whether the given signal is a power signal or energy signal. So before we decide the given signal, the power or energy, it mainly depends upon its power content as well as energy content. If the energy content is finite, then we can conclude the signal is energy signal. If not, obviously the signal will be the power signal. So now again we have different slopes here, different slopes. So the signal x of t has some value between 0 to 2 interval, and 2 to 4 the x of t has different value, so some slopes are there, and 4 to 6 the signal has constant value, that is -1. So for the interval 4 to 6 we have constant value -1, but now we have to calculate what is the signal x of t between 0 to 2 and 2 to 4. So now let us take the slope which is defined between 0 to 2. So below you just see, for this y-axis is nothing but y and it is considered as x of t, and x is nothing but x-axis which is represented by t. So here y-axis is nothing but x of t and x-axis is nothing but time t, right? And we know the slope equation, that is y is equal to m into x, where y is equal to y minus y1 and slope m is replaced by y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 into x is replaced by x minus x1, right? And we know that y is nothing but x of t and x is nothing but t. So now let us replace in the slope equation y by x of t and x1 by t, x by t. So the above equation becomes x of t minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. X becomes t, so t minus x1. Now let us take the signal x of t between 0 to t. How it looks? It is a slope originate from 0 and other slope end is at 2, right? So what are the coordinates for a signal x of t at 0? So here x coordinate is also 0 and y coordinate is also 0. So x1 comma y1 is equal to 0 comma 0, and at the other end of the slope the x2 value is 2 and y2 value is 1. So now use this x1 y1 and x2 y2 in the slope equation. So x of t minus y1 is equal to 0, that is 1 minus x of t minus 0, y2 is 1 and y1 is 0 divided by x2 is 2 minus x1 is 0 and t minus x1 value is 0. And by simplifying this one you will get 1 by 2 times t. X of t minus 1 is equal to, so x of t you will get 1 by 2 times t for t is greater than 0 and less than equal to 2. And for the signal x of t between 2 to 4 we have one more slope, that is downward slope, and upper point is x1 y1. At that point the x1 and y1 coordinates are 2 comma 1. You can see here 2 is the x coordinate and y coordinate is 1 for upper point, and at the lower point the x coordinate, that is the value at x axis is 4 and the value at y axis is -1. So corresponding coordinates are x1 y1 are 2 comma 1 and x2 y2 are 4 minus 1. Same you apply these values in the slope equation, so you will get x of t minus 1 is equal to -1 minus 1 divided by 4 minus 2 t minus 2. After simplifying you will get x of t is equal to minus t plus 3, which is between the interval 2 to 4, and for interval 4 to 6 we have constant value for x of t, that is -1. Now let us calculate the energy of the signal x of t between the interval 0 to 6. So minus infinity to infinity x of t square into dt. Between 0 to 2, integration from 0 to 2, x of t is defined as t by 2 and its square will be t square by 4 into dt, plus between the interval 2 to 4 the signal is given by the expression minus t plus 2 and its square into dt, plus From the interval 4 to 6, the signal value is minus 1 and its square into dt. And again apply a plus b whole square and integrate, apply the limits, and finally the energy value will be 10 by 3, which is less than finite, and hence the signal is energy signal, not a power signal.